I know that Jethro came to Moses in the wilderness, and he brought his two sons, so he must have brought Sephora also. And then now the rabbis say, well, let me say this first. So Jethro came to Moses in the wilderness, and he sees Moses, the scripture says, he sees Moses standing there judging the sins of the people. And Jethro says to Moses, what are you doing? And Moses explained to him, well, all the people come to me with their problems and their causes, and I judge righteous judgment. And Jethro says to him, well, that's too hard for you. This is all Torah. That's too hard for you. And you're going to exhaust yourself and wear yourself out. And this is what you should do. You should appoint 70 men and distribute the responsibility. And then the scripture goes on to say that Moses chose the 70 men and that God did anoint them. I have maintained for years that that was a Jezebel spirit on Jethro. This is my opinion. I don't care that Jethro gave Moses, because Moses worked for him. So Jethro gave him permission to go to Egypt. Then after Moses brought the Hebrew children out of Egypt, Jethro packed up his whole family and met Moses in the wilderness. The rabbis say that he converted because the scripture says he made a sacrifice. Well, maybe he did convert, but because you convert, you don't automatically get delivered because you convert. What did this Midianite priest, who knows nothing about the law of God, okay, coming out of the wilderness, all of a sudden he's giving advice to the man of God that faced off Pharaoh, whose life was in danger, okay, every day that he was doing that, and you're a Midianite priest that knows nothing about Jehovah, and all of a sudden you're the big shot giving Moses advice. Moses, who Jehovah went to face and said, go and tell Pharaoh. You think Jehovah sent Jethro to talk to Moses? Moses is the one that went into the tabernacle, and the cloud descended on him, and he spoke to him like a friend. Okay, so Jehovah sent Jethro to tell Moses to distribute his authority? I don't think so. And I've been saying that for years, you know. So why did I tell you that now? Because it had to do with Midianite. So now Midian is mad at Jethro. I would like to know why they're so mad at Jethro. Well, they're all brothers, you know. Midian is the son of one of the, I don't know whether he's the son of there's Cush, there's Mitzrayim, which is Egypt, Canaan, and Put. Okay, those are the four sons of Ham. And Midian is the son of one of those four. So they're all relatives in there. But anyway, I don't know why I told you that one. But it just made it alive for me. And then of course in the book of Deuteronomy, so what you say, well, why did God anoint those 70 men? Because I believe Moses fell under the witchcraft power of his father-in-law, and the Lord said, well, if you want it, okay, you can have it. And then in Deuteronomy, which Deuteronomy is a repetition, you know, that's what Deuteronomy is, it's a reiteration of what happened. And now Moses is telling the story. Moses is the narrator in the book of Deuteronomy. And he says, yes, the Lord told me to choose 70 men. But I didn't see the Lord telling him. I saw Jethro telling him. Moses assumed it was the Lord. Why would the Lord go through Jethro? Why? You know, so I think Moses was very human, and he went through a lot of the experiences he had, that those of us that are going on in God, we're having the same experience. Everyone in ministry has to face Jezebel. You have to face Jezebel, someone who's under your authority, that is telling you what to do, and whether they know that they're doing it or not, trying to tell you what to do and rule through you. Some Jezebels know they're doing it, and other Jezebels don't know that they're doing it. And when you rule, you have to learn how to deal with that. So Moses failed to deal with it. And now if I would say that to a Jew, they would say, that's blasphemy. Moses, the great man of God. Okay. Moses was not permitted entrance into the promised land because he was not perfect. So stop having idolatry for your leaders. I love Moses, but I don't have idolatry for him.